Sunday the 13th out here at the Beetle Barn. Nice sunny day outside. Anyway, I'll be heading back to the other place in a while. I wanted to work on this door opener a bit this morning. Anyway, and I figured out these bearings I used are able to go cattywampus. I don't think, actually they are. They're kind of rounded on the outside. They're meant to be self-centering apparently. So I'm going to need two of them somehow. My shaft, I hope there is long enough to do what I'm thinking about doing, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, so that was a piece of shit. I kind of mocked things up and just was going to drag the door back and forth, but as soon as I started dragging, guess what happened? So anyway, now I got to rethink my my whole idea here, this thing, and make some changes. And I think this door is going to be kind of loud by the time it's done, but we'll have to just wait and see how that works out. Well, Monday out here at the Beetle Barn, Columbus Day, nice sunny day. I remember when I was a kid, I'm thinking it was like 1962, we had a big old storm on Columbus Day. And anyway, yeah, quite a devastating storm. But today, not the case. Nice sunny day. So anyway, I'm back at this project here. I don't know where I left off last night, but there's a couple modifications here. These bearings I'm using are self-centering, meaning that the bearing can actually move inside the housing, and so that wasn't doing any good. My deal was getting all cattywampus. So I put another bearing on the back side. You can see the little collar doesn't stick out on the one on the back, and that's because I took the bearing out of the housing and turned it around backwards, so the collar is actually in between here. So now the shaft is on both bearings, and being as they're both mounted in the same holes, it can do nothing but be straight. So that'll keep this guy from moving around. Yeah, the self-centering bearings are so if you have a application where you have a couple plates like this, one bearing on one on the other, and these aren't exactly perfect, you can still get your bearing to align, or your shaft to align in the fixture, whatever it may be. Maybe I'll do a little blurb on taking those bearings out, turning them around. I have another one of those bearings laying out here somewhere, so maybe I'll do that, how you actually take them out. They don't just press out and press in like you would think. But anyway, so that's what I got so far. And then I was figuring this is upside down now. My chain's going to run right along here, and I was thinking, you know, up and down, that chain might flop and hop off of this thing and skip. So what I've fashioned is this little guy here for the chain to run in. You can see it's kind of at an angle here, and that's because this bracket is at an angle. But anyway, when I stick it on here, see what we got. You can see what I'm trying to do there, just to keep my chain on the gear and still allow it to rotate if I'm in manual mode. I'm going to rig up some kind of a Teflon or plastic little platform in the bottom here for the chain to run on when in fact I'm in manual mode. But I haven't got that together yet, and the way I've got it is I only need one screw in here to hold it, because you can see I used a channel which just fits this, so that'll keep it from moving side to side, and then one will keep it down, and if it's trying to push this way, it's gonna, if I screw it at this end, it'll push on this, so it doesn't have to have a screw on the back. So anyway, that's what I'm doing there. Well, now I'm working on getting my chain up there aligned side to side. I just took measurements off of the building when I put that gear up there and the motor up here. Now I'm actually using some measurements off the door itself and my mechanism that I built. And for my in and out here on the between the door and the chain, I have to basically move this end outward about 3/8 of an inch to make it with my bracket when the door's open. The bracket mounting point when it's up there, I got to go out 3/8 of an inch so it'll mesh with my gear real well. And this side will, over here with the motor, I have to go out about 1/8 of an inch with my gear. I don't want to modify my little bracket anymore. Basically, I can't go inward with my gear any further here. You can see where it meshes up with my little bent piece. If I go in anymore, I'll be on this curve a little bit, and then it won't work like it's supposed to. So I can't go inward any farther here. So basically I have to go outward with my chain up there. And as far as the height goes from the mounting point, the height is dead on. I did it with a level from the top of the chain where the gear will ride on both ends with the door open at both ends, and in fact it's dead on. So I don't have to worry about the height, just have to worry about in and out. So I'll loosen the little Allens that fix that shaft in those bearings there and tap that one out, and I'll do the same on the motor here. Loosen the set Allen on that gear and tap it out just a skosh. Get it all lined up, then I can mount my bracket up there and see what's up. Okay, got the chain all sorted out up there, and I'm just about fixing to finish this up. I have this little guide on my chain sprocket over here. See if we can see it right here over the top, and then I have a certain amount of distance up in there. Anyway, when I run the chain back, or run the door back and forth manually, I don't want the chain flopping on that metal guide. So here's what I made. I think we can see it. It's an old chunk of some really thick plastic, or I don't know what it is, nylon, Teflon maybe, something. Anyway, I had a chunk of it. Now I have this little thing. It's actually dirt, I think, but anyway, you can see it's got a little bit of a angle to both ends. Theoretically, it should go down here in this guy and snap into position. That way my chain can flop on this nylon. Gear will be here. When I'm running it manually, we'll run back and forth across this. Alright, here's this little bracket with the piece snapped in, and it'll stay there. Chain will ride on it, and then you can see either end of it is kind of tapered out, so it'll kind of guide that chain as I'm running back and forth in manual mode. Make sure I don't hang up on the edge of it. So, well, it's still Monday out here about that time, a little bit after 4, and I just got this bracket mounted up here and reassembled. I had to take it back down, take the gear and the bearings and all that stuff off in order to mount it up there. Basically, I shut the door all the way and then put the bracket up there about where I figured I wanted it, and put a pencil mark, and then moved it over, opened the door up, and then assembled it out there in the middle where I had some slop in the chain so I could get the sprocket and everything back on. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna give it a test flight here. I'm going to shut this off and reposition. Alright, we're going to give this a go here. Sunshine's killing me, but we'll see what's up. See if it functions here. At least back and forth. Alright, I guess we'll go closed. I do not have limit switches yet, so it's all got to let off when it's time. So here we go. Nice. Okay, and I've got a couple inches well, there she's closed. A couple inches coast so I can figure out my limit switch business. Alright, now we'll try for open. Oh, that's no good. My ratchet there let loose a little bit. Yeah, I got a little slip on my ratchet there. If it'll drag it all the way open, I'll leave it, I guess. And then, there it is. And if it gets too slippy, I'll have to maybe increase this, put a bigger spring on there or something. Closes fine. Now, those teeth on that gear are hooked one direction. So I have an idea this is the hook side. The other side they're worn and more of an angle. That's probably why it doesn't want to go back. Anyway, yeah. Redneck garage door open and closer. That there is stopped about a half inch, quarter inch shy of where I want it to put my, I've got a latch I have to assemble every night when I lock it up, but that's it. So, open. Oh yeah, a little slippy there. I've got that spring pretty well cranked, so I may have to, well, I put multiple notches in my arm, maybe I'll put an extra spring, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's the Redneck garage door opener for Monday. So now I gotta sort out my limit switches. Well, a little epilogue here. It's still Monday and I couldn't leave well enough alone, so I did some scrounging and hooked up my little manual button here. The manual cable. It is not, in fact, 100%. I haven't put a handle on it. Guess we can see it's just kind of hanging there, flapping in the breeze. I do have on all those uprights a little eye bolt that it's running through. Anyways, it's kind of flapping down here, but I was going to give it a try. I'll have to rig up a handle, some kind of a latch thing, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so theoretically, power failure. Should be able to pull the handle here. Eventually I'll have it where I can actually use both hands, but in fact, it's a pretty good pull. Able to back and forth, and then I can just wrap the cable wherever I want, and then yeah, back in business. So yeah. Thanks for watching.